Yabba dabba doo! Oh my goodness, I bet this one probably goes faster than that.
Hi friends, today we celebrate Memorial Day the Lake Havasu City way, where people play like they mean it. Watch clear to the end to see the fastest boat in the lake and WaterJet acrobatics that will blow your mind.
Well, hi friends, it's Papa Dale here, and today we are traveling through Lake Havasu City on Memorial Day to see all of the different activities. And there is the wonderful, glorious Colorado River and Lake Havasu. An oasis in the desert. It's wonderful here. I love it. This is something that you would expect to see in Lake Havasu City. Just unique. Unique motor vehicle, unique car. Combination car, boat, airplane. It's odd, it's quirky, it's funky, but it's real. Happy Memorial Day, everyone. This is the Lake Havasu City airport terminal. Aircraft, personal aircraft, tiny light aircraft are really popular here in Lake Havasu City. Play like you mean it is the motto of the city. You'll hear me say that several times, and that's because they really mean it. Play like you mean it. It's a city where there are more big boy toys per capita than anywhere else in the country, I'm sure. They just broke a population of 55,000 here. Of course, it serves a much larger area, like over 200,000. Let's go in and look around just a little bit. Orville and Wilbur Wright's aircraft. #1 flyer, built to scale and donated. Oh, here's a wonderful photograph of Lake Havasu from the air. The airport down here, and all the city. This is the island. Right here is the channel where the London Bridge goes across. Down here through these mountains is the Sarah's Crack, all the way down here to the lake. Beautiful photograph. So this is a portrait of the cockpit of a Boeing 777. I was actually there when the first one rolled off of the assembly line in Everett, Washington. I escorted the CEO from the company that manufactured the nose cones and lots of the fuselage. Can't remember his name. Oh, here we have a Civil Air Patrol meeting going on. It's kind of cool. Here we have a very popular eating establishment and drinking establishment. It's called Hangar 24. It's a craft brewery and restaurant. Oh, what a nice place. Look at that airplane hanging from the ceiling up there. It has lots of big screen TVs, so it looks like it's somewhat a sort of a sports bar type place. So lots of things here, lots of people here today. Of course, it's Memorial Day. Lots of beers on tap. Back there. T-shirts that you can buy. Really nice place. Some of the interesting things on the other side of the fence. Back inside this hangar, there are some very interesting ultralight craft. This is the Havasu Air Center. This is the center for private air traffic coming in and out of Lake Havasu City. And you won't see any Civil Air Patrol meetings up here. You're only going to see the most expensive of aircraft here, because the aircraft here is all privately owned, and it reminds me very much of some of the private facilities that I frequented as a senior executive limousine chauffeur in Seattle. I'll tell you some of my stories about that sometime, including the plane that crashed and caught fire while I was there one evening. So I hope you can hear me, because this aircraft right here is trying to head out to the taxiway so that it can take off. This is the old Lake Havasu City Main Street. Lots of businesses from like the 1950s or 60s or 70s. All kinds of small shops, pubs, restaurants. This is McCulloch Boulevard, which is the road that goes across the London Bridge. So in a sense, it's the real heart of Lake Havasu City. Gorgeous roundabout. The heart of Lake Havasu City, really. This is the central roundabout to Lake Havasu City on McCulloch Boulevard. It is a tribute to American servicemen. As you can see, here's a statue and sculpture honoring the men who fought for the United States. And it's a very beautiful tribute and a very beautiful entryway into the park. This park is named for and dedicated to the memory of James A. Wheeler, who was a Tucson area resident, but who was from the Air Force base here near where Lake Havasu City was founded, and that Air Force base was called Site 6. You can see the park is very beautiful, nice green grass, lots of trees and shade. It's a real tribute to the people of Lake Havasu City that they honor a war veteran and a martyr to freedom like James A. Wheeler. This is always a good thing to know about when you come to a new city, and that is, where is the pet care center? If you're traveling with the dog or a cat or other pet, it's something that you should poke into your memory bank about every city that you travel to. And here we have the History Museum and the Visitors Bureau and Chamber of Commerce right next to the animal clinic. If you don't own a boat, you don't own a personal watercraft, you can still come down to Lake Havasu and have a good time on the water by renting one. Now, on the other hand, maybe you'd rather come down and go dune buggy riding. There's a 4-passenger, and over here we have a 2-passenger. And you can go out and have a real good time in the sand. This is the boat ramp for the personal watercraft for Lake Havasu State Park. Not what I'm shooting here, but where I'm standing. What I'm shooting over there is the regular boat launch. And this, of course, is beautiful, wonderful Lake Havasu. If you've never been here, man, it ought to not be on your bucket list. It ought to be on high priority. This is just a phenomenal, phenomenal place. Another one of those lighthouses. Did a video 4 or 5 back. We saw 6 or 7 of them out of the 27 that surround Lake Havasu. So this is the Cape Hatteras lighthouse. It's a replica of the lighthouse at Cape Hatteras, which is in North Carolina Outer Banks. So this is where I'm sitting, right next to the channel, right underneath the London Bridge. What a nice, pleasant place to have lunch. Yabba dabba doo. We're up on top of the London Bridge now, watching the line of boats coming into the channel from the lake. They may be coming in for a beverage. They may be coming in to pick someone up. They may be coming in just to pose and show off. But in they come, a continuous line of boats. And this isn't even the busiest part yet. Memorial Day is the beginning of boating season in Lake Havasu. But it's also the time when most all of the RVers are gone, because it starts getting really, really hot really soon. Now today's pretty pleasant. Today's only about 80 degrees. But the boats are coming out in force. Pretty nice. Catamarans are more the newer design. These mono-hulled boats can still get up to 100 miles an hour, but they're not as fast nor as stable as the catamaran. The boats just keep on coming right underneath the London Bridge. And some of them just cut their motor and relax and watch the other boats go by. What an enjoyable way to spend the day. Lake Havasu's motto, play like you mean it. Yabba-dabba-doo! Woohoo! Somebody's having an awesome time. Behind me we have an example of one of the nicest and most expensive and probably one of the fastest boats that plies the waters of Lake Havasu. Let's go take a little closer look. This is just absolutely gorgeous. The paint job alone, or perhaps it's a wrap, costs tens of thousands of dollars, I'm sure. It's called Spooled Up. And there's the tow truck that tows it. Amazing. Amazing vehicle. Look at the size of that thing. That is just gigantic. That's probably 50 some feet long. Can't even get it in the whole frame of the video. That's amazing. Absolutely gorgeous. Offshore SuperCat, MTI. Offshore SuperCat. That is just a brilliant, brilliant machine right there. That is, that's wonderful. That is, wow. That really gets my heart rate up. Just gorgeous. Wonder how fast it goes. I talked to a guy earlier that had a big cat. I don't think it was that big. Said he'd had it up to 115. Oh my goodness. I bet this one probably goes faster than that. This is just amazing and exciting. Wow. What do you think, folks? Friends, would you like to have a boat like that? Wow. Astounding.
If you've watched more than one Papa and the Bandit video, isn't it about time you subscribe now? Please click the button and the bell to be notified of future videos. Then click one of the cards to check out our other videos. Thank you so much for watching. We truly appreciate you.